is up? What is up? You already know who it is. It is your girl who? It is your girl who it be? It is Queen of Power Nerdy Dreams. Oh my goodness. The host with the mostest, the extraness, the dramaticness, the oh my goodness, overratedness day. Hey babies, how y'all doing tonight? This morning? However you want to put it. How are you doing? How you doing? So, just in news, so I understand that everybody's like going through a lot. But y'all, South Carolina motherfucking heat is not going to be the death of me. I refuse that shit. I refuse that. I rebuke it in the name of the Lord because I refuse for this heat to take over me. Because you ain't going to do it. Not today. And like, y'all, oh my God, the heat is so bad in here because like, this is how in here, fuck, it's so bad in South Carolina to the point like, this homeless guy was sitting in the store in the little Sphinx or whatever, and before I got to work, you know, I'm always going to be my bubbly self. I don't care the weather or whatever the case may be. I'm always going to be my bubbly self. Well, the guy was actually, he was just minding his business, you know, drinking his little, you know, water with his ice. Ice is free. You know how it be. Even though it may not be free this year. It could be charges this year. Damn, I wish I was still in the post office. But anyway. So, yes. So basically, you know, I started, you know, I'm just bubbly. So I was just like, yeah, hi, ha, ha, ha. You know, just going on with my day. He even complimented my hair. And I was like, oh, thank you. You know. And the main thing he said, boy, for it to be hot, you surely is bubbly. I gotta be. Hot. This heat ain't gonna beat me either. This heat, square up heat. I will square up with you. I'm not doing it. But yeah, the craziest thing is this though. Like, I left the house in all black. Like, girl. Yeah, we all know that you got a death wish. Cause ain't no way. And I already knew it was going to be a bad day anyways with the heat, seeing how, like, this morning, literally 7 o'clock in the morning, is already hot. Usually, early in the morning is not that bad. Like, usually around 8 o'clock. I have to say the heat don't start until, like, 11. Usually, that's what time it usually gets hot. Today, it literally got hot. Like, I got up at, I want to say like 9:52, something like that. It was something early, but like I said, it usually don't get that hot until like 11 o'clock. Nah, dog. The sun said when I'm out, it's gonna burn up in this bitch. I don't care what y'all say, how y'all feel today. It's just gonna turn it up, baby, turn it up. You feel me? That's just what it do. So I was just like, oh Lord, this is ridiculous. Like, this is crazy and cringy. How am I going to make it? But I'm going to make it. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. We are. I just hope it rains soon. And then I'm always saying, oh, I'm going to start me a garden, you know. Damn, if I start a garden now, my shit going to die as soon as I put it in the damn soil. Like, Jesus. Do I have to cry while I'm planting my... It ain't going to grow. Because South Carolina heat is just shriveling up everything. This is sad. But I feel like it's going to rain because as I'm driving, I'm starting to see little dots on my car, and I think it's going to rain. But today's topic, human trait, is that everybody crosses each other's paths for a reason, and there's a reason why we all cross each other's paths. See, sometimes we may not... I can't even get this out. But anyways, my bad. But anyway, sometimes we may find ourselves in somebody's realm, or maybe find ourselves back in somebody's life, or whatever the case may be, or you may find yourself in a new person's life that y'all may connect, but all connections are not that type of connection, if you get what my drill. If you don't, what I mean by that, all connection is not sexual connection. You get it? It's not like I get what lust is, and most of those connections anyways, when it comes to like wanting somebody or being with somebody, those are lust ones. But I've noticed that like sometimes talking to people, some people, like even girls, some girls I didn't even realize that found me attractive, and I'm like, what? You found my rude ass attractive? Like, I'm the most rudest bitch on earth, and you find me attractive? Anyways, but yeah, you find yourself in those realms or whatever. But I like to tell people that we all, soulmates don't mean that I have to be with you. Soulmates just means that our souls connect. We ain't mating like that, but we're mates. Like, hey mate, hell, you know, oi, that type of mate. Like, make this make sense. Like, some things that human people, we are people, we are the humans. But anyways, some people take things like the most littlest thing that you say, and they make it so deep. Like, I know that I'm not for everybody. Like, it's cringy. I like, if I'm flirting, I suck at it, because I wouldn't notice if I was flirting. My conversations are just genuine conversations, and if you can't take those conversations as genuine, I don't know what to tell you. Because I really just don't know what to tell you. Because every time, like, I don't care who I talk to, how I talk to you, or whatever the case may be, I'm always going to make sure that you don't think that there's some type of, like, I don't get that deep connection that people are wanting all the time in conversations. And it's like, yo, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, yo, I'm trying to drive. Not trying to drive, but I'm actually driving, and something just flew in my eye, and I'm trying to get it out. And I can't focus because I'm trying to pace it to the road. But also at the same time, I'm also trying to get whatever is in my eye out. But anyway, so yes. What I mean by this is basically this. So we all tend to, like, there's other mates. Like, you may think that, oh, your best friend is your soulmate. No. Or they could be your soulmate, depending on, you know, what type of connection you have with that person. Like, for example, my mom is my soulmate due to the fact of, my siblings, all my siblings are my soulmate, is because of this. They're my soulmate is the fact of, I know when something's wrong with them. And the reason why I know something's wrong with them, because I start to ask myself questions like, why am I feeling this way? Or where is this emotion coming from? And if I find myself asking that, I'm like, okay, I need to either call somebody, or somebody's going through something around me, and I need to really, really, like, give them that phone call so they can talk to me. 9 times out of 10, it's most of the time my mom. Or sometimes it could be my best friend. It's just like, or hear me out, it's my boyfriend sometimes. And it's like, okay, I feel the connection. And some connections that I have with people, it could be the same way, but it may not be. You could be a different person in a different world. I mean, a different state, and we have a connection out the blue. But doesn't mean that I'm into you like that. You can be part of the family too. I mean, soulmates can be part of family, friendships, whatever the case may be. But it doesn't always have to be that type of mate situation, because a lot of times when people, like, for example, this is why I don't think people should have butt buddies, because this is how you lose those good connections. Because you could have had a good connection with somebody, and then all of a sudden you have to get to that level, the butt buddy situation, which should have never happened, and now it brought unwanted, unreasonable feelings, emotions, because sometimes people tend to entwine and not realize that they were not supposed to be entwining. There was not supposed to be an entanglement there. Like, you shouldn't have did that. Like, now y'all gonna feel awkward every time you see each other. Those type of moments, because you can have, like, a good friendship, and then all of a sudden, like, it's just weird. It's just weird to me in some situations. But anyways, yes, my point of this whole thing is, like, soulmates are not just meant for love. It's not always that type of way. I could be your soulmate, mate. Oi, what you doing over there, mate? I can do that, but as far as the other situation, I can't help you there, because my loyalty, duh. But besides my loyalty to my boyfriend and everything, it's just the point of loyalty to myself. this is the thing. I am the type of person, and I've learned this about myself. I truly have. I really have. Back in my little crazy nut wild days, whatever you want to call them, little didn't give a fuck about herself days. I call them don't give a fuck about myself days because of the, what I've allowed happen. And by that, I mean this, like, you shouldn't let, like, people say, you shouldn't let everybody see your poom poom, or let everybody see your tunnel, or not every woman should be on your own. What is it? What have I been told? Oh, for boys is it was one that I had. I didn't really hear it. I really made it up myself because it was really interesting to me. Like, they always say, oh, girls shouldn't allow everybody into their tunnel. Well, guys shouldn't allow every female to water their plants. How about that one? Because you're saying don't let nobody in. Well, nobody should be watering you either if it is not nutritious, Somebody can water you and it be toxic. You may never know. But the biggest thing is this, though. When it boils down to it, the thing is, we can be friends. You could be a soulmate with a great connection. Soulmate does not have to mean that love thing. And it really needs to be pulled out of the love cycle because soulmate is not just meant for love. It's meant for friendship, anything. Because we all have a soulmate. Somebody who is really in tune with our soul as well, or have the same vibration as our soul too. I mean, it's just like words. Cat, hat, rat, mat, whatever. At, hat. That's what you're hearing the whole time. Your my vibration may be some type of melatonin or whatever the case may be. And there's other people that have that same connection. They have that same vibration or same energy wave. If it connects, it's going to connect. Just like how you always see the girls with the Mean Girls movies or whatever, or preteen movies, and it's always the popular girl who, is so mean and belittling other people, but then all of a sudden here comes the new girl, they end up having a connection, and in reality they really are best friends. Because the reason why I say that is because they're soulmates, is because all of a sudden the popular girl, the mean girl, quote unquote, she turns into some type of wildflower, like the girl did who walked into the scene. And it's like, boom, soulmate. Right there. How did you just out the blue? You ain't never seen this girl. This girl grew up in a whole different school with different people. And you mean to tell me you out the blue just come into the story and then bam, she's part of your wildflower team. And it's like, what? Wait a minute. But she has friends from way back then. Like, ain't they gonna say something? And that right there blew my mind, because there's a lot of connections everywhere. Like, sometimes even like me just going out here into public, which is weird because I'm by myself. There's a lot of weird vibrations out there, and it seems like to me I bring that weirdness out. It's cool. It's alright. I'm gonna be just fine. I really am. I'm gonna be okay. But anyways, I have this thing where people would just randomly just start talking to me about their feelings. I don't even know who the fuck you are, and they just do it. Like, I'm not saying people at work don't count. People at work do not count. You want to know why I say people at work don't count? Because I know your name. I know your name. That don't count. When I'm standing in the airport waiting for my flight or waiting to get on my airplane, and then all of a sudden you just out the blue comment on something that I have, and then you just start to randomly talk, it's like, whoa. Just like the guy who was my plane partner or whatever on the first flight, it was weird because me and him had that same energy. Like, I wish this motherfucker would talk to me. I felt his energy. Like, y'all, it was funny to me because I said something at the end, because we ended up having a little chit chat it was so funny because our chit chat didn't even last that long. We were giggling the whole time. We even got off the plane. I didn't even tell nobody this because that right there was something for me to share with my podcast. And I'm glad this came up in this conversation because this is the best thing to say because, like I said, anyways, all this nonsense that I'm getting into because I'm already excited. Anyway, so yes, me and him, the guy, like, I got in my seat first. You know, it's been a long time since I got on a plane. I can't read the seat thingy. I didn't even pay attention to the seat things. So like, okay, A is by the window, or A is actually by the hallway. Da da da. So whatever the case may be, where did I end up? Oh, I was trying to sit on the outside because I didn't want to sit by the window. And I ended up having to sit by the window. And I was like, fuck. Like, I don't want to sit by the window. Because for me, it's like, when you don't want to be in a situation that you're in because it brings fear and anxiety, now that's the time you have to face it. For me, it's not for everybody. It's just for me. It's for me. I'm always like, well, shit, fuck it. I'm always saying that I'm scared of flights. You know, it's been a long time since I've been on an airplane. So, yes, even though I've done roller coasters, that's still nothing different. Roller coasters, it's just totally weird. But anyways, so when I found myself like getting on the plane or whatever, after my second round, I actually sat by the window. No, I actually watched the whole flight this time. Instead of like being sick, you know, I actually watched the flight. And I actually thanked the man for making me do that. And he didn't even realize that he did something. And we both chuckled. And he was like, I thought you were just going to be this mean little girl. I said, oh, and I thought you was going to be this mean old man. And we both fell out laughing because at the end of the day, we were just being protective because we don't know what's going. And we both said it. We don't know what to expect from people. People snap and it's weird. And even like how we felt about the young girl who was sitting by the older lady, we could tell that the older lady, my bad, hold on. My bad, y'all. But anyways, we could tell that the older lady was getting upset with the girl because there was rules that you need to pay attention to on the airplane. And the main thing was that like she wasn't doing it. But anyways, that right there was just a prime example of assuming an assumption. Like, yo, that was a connection right there because he had a switch and I had a switch. And then all of a sudden, we're chit-chat at the end. And I was just like, that's the most hilarious shit I've ever, like, dude, you don't even know me to be feeling like this. And he's like, we don't know each other. We just feel like this. A connection. It's just pop right there like, hey, bam, here you go. In and out plug. I don't know what plug I was. I hope I wasn't any because, well, you know what? I was the Audi because I spoke out first. So, you know, we're not doing it. But anyway, so yes, that's just the situation I'm talking about. And there's even been times where you could actually find out the person you had a crush on was actually a good friend more than a person you want to be with. Maybe your connection with them was just so obsessed because you knew that the conversations were going to be good. But at the same time, you got to realize you have to work with the connection, not against the connection. Because like I said, some people should just, whatever. Because, yeah. And I'm only saying this is because I don't like to give people the wrong idea. Like, especially with my energy. Like, I remember this one girl told me I have a seductive energy. And I was like, that's a seductive lie. Because I don't know what type of energy you feeling right now. Or whatever you feeling. It ain't over here. That's a lie. You know the type of energy I feel? Probably at that time, childish behavior, whatever the case may be. I don't give a damn about what you're saying about me. Or what acknowledgement you're trying to give me at that time. I really didn't care. But now it's like, okay, I'm maturing. And I'm starting to realize a lot of things. And it's like, oh my gosh. There's more people out here like me who need to hear this because we're all doing this to ourselves. And we need to stop doing this to ourselves. Stop rejecting the positive that you are asking for. I had to. That's another human trait. Oh, we talked about that. We talked about that last night. Actually, remember we talked about the fact of like you cannot sit around here asking for something, or you can't sit out here and say you against something, but then you go and show it. Hypocrite. We do hypocritical situations. But yeah, so even with the energy, sometimes it can be hypocritical, and I like to explain to people like I don't mean for it to. Like, I don't explain to you, but this is how I do it. I try to make sure that my energy and my vibration, whatever is going on in the conversation, I mean, not going on in the conversation, but whatever is the person is gravitating from me, I make it be known that no. Like, you know how a child tries to reach for a cookie and you keep popping their hand? That's me. I'm going to keep popping you to let you know that no, it ain't that. I'm a cool person. I'm goofy. You know, I'm cool. And the reason why, that's another one reason why I had to stop back from socializing so much, because a lot of people got my energy fucked up. And it's like, I know, I get it. I tend to understand people, especially like when it comes to friends and everything. It may, whatever. But this is not like, this is what I want people to hear me out on. Like, I don't want you feeling like, oh, I'm coming on to you. Just like, okay, there was a comment that I made to a friend a long time ago, and this is another prime example. And because it offended me so much, and it started an argument in the room, and I was just ready to go to bed, and I was over it. But it was a question asked, and I just told the friend, yeah, I will F you or whatever. But it wasn't like I want to do it now, or I'm attracted to you that way so bad that, no, it's just that, like, it was just a genuine conversation. Like, I guess I was too mature for my age to the point where certain conversations, like, I don't even know where it came from. It just slipped out my mouth. And it's not like I was so obsessed with the person. And that's why people get things fucked up. Just because I'm open does not mean I'm obsessed with you, or I'm attracted to you, or I want you. I'm just an open book. So if you can't respect that, then you shouldn't talk to me, you know? And that's where I found out, like, a lot of my friendships went through, and it was just like, you know what? I'm over it. Because I'm not going to keep claiming people as friends. I'm not going to keep thinking people can just, like, I'm supposed to be a different person around people and all this shit. It's either that you accept who I am, or you can just get the fuck away from me. There's no in between that shit. Just get the fuck away from me. That's just how I feel. And that's what I do. And you can't take that from me. Like, you're gonna do what you gonna do. You blow up people. Do you. I'm not encouraging that shit. But at the end of the day, do you. You know, I'm going to be me. Now, do I care? No, I don't. I really don't care. I really don't care. Truly don't care. I truly don't. Because a lot of times, some things just shouldn't be taken so deeply. Like, it really should not be taken so deeply. Like, genuine conversation should not, especially, this is why I don't like when people are down. Like, if I'm upset and down, this is why I isolate myself. I don't want to ruin nobody's day. I don't want nobody to think that I'm needy or I need something in that moment. No, that's why I back the fuck off. Do my whole isolation thing to myself. And then when I'm ready to reach out, then I'll reach out. But if I'm not ready to reach out, I'm not going to be ready to reach out until I'm ready to reach out. And that's because I need people to understand who I am now. Because, like, I'm not gullible. I'm not young, naive. Expecting this. Expectation is, like, the worst thing you could ever have on your mind or even believe in. Like, truly. unless you're rich, spoiled, with a book already written for you, that's expectation. But unless you're royalty or something, yeah. But other than that, like, expectation in my mind, in my world, nah, I'm good. Because, like, I don't expect nothing handed to me, given to me. You know, I just don't. Because if it was, life would be totally different right now. And it probably would. Probably turned the whole different 360, whatever. Maybe my other dimension self is having the perfect life right now and everything else. But one thing that is okay with me about that is just the simple fact of, like, okay, I'm enjoying life right now, you know? I'm enjoying whatever realm I'm in right now. Because when I come back, maybe in a different realm. Could be in a whole Terminator situation. But anyways, it is what it is. But as of this realm, I need people to realize that if certain things or certain parts of my personality or character or whatever, like, has you thinking like you're attracted to it, it's just that you're just gonna have to be attracted to it and just keep it to yourself, because at the end of the day, like, it's not that deep for me. It is just being honest. Like, I can talk, especially I don't like when people be speaking upon my relationship like good things, because I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm praying for that already. I don't need other people to speak upon good things, because it's like, it's none of your concern what happens in my relationship. You share yours. I didn't share mine. Damn sure didn't share mine. So don't even comment on mine. I don't like that junk, because I feel like it's a spell. And you know, words are powerful, so I try to, like, block it. I gotta say something to block it. God, don't speak upon me in my situation. I'm just being real. I'm that protective that I, you know, protect my own connections with the people around me. Like, don't speak upon my connections with other people. Mind your business. Go on now. Hell. Baby, glad I gotta connect a little conversation with you, because there ain't no connection yet. But yeah, so no, can't do it. I just can't do it. Okay, I can't. Sorry, y'all. Ugh. Y'all, I feel like all my eyelashes are falling in my eyeball. But anyways, I just can't allow 14-year-old through 20-year-old DeAndre. I cannot, 14, hold on, when was it? 14 through 17 DeAndre. No, 18 or 19 DeAndre. Pop back up. I think that was attention seeker. That was annoying. You know? Like, certain things is just annoying. And I'm like, no, and no. Not again. I'm not doing that to myself. Never do that. No, I ain't gonna say never, but not gonna do that to myself again, because that was embarrassment. That brought a lot of shame. That for nonsense, because you did it. If you chose to do something, which I was so pissed off to even have shame, because literally I had to really sit back and think of things, and I'm like, yo, but you did it, so what the fuck are you ashamed about? Like, don't sit up here and start blame. I used to have these deep conversations with myself about this, because don't play the blame game, the blame shame game, if you can't maintain. Don't do it. And I was doing it a lot. And that's why I'm saying this time I am speaking up about my personality, my character. Do not take my genuine conversations and turn it into something else. I'm not doing it. I'm not having it. I am a nice person to talk to. If I find you cool to talk to or whatever, we talking junk or we talking about politics or whatever the case may be, music, whatever, that's a genuine conversation. And not everybody gonna get a genuine conversation because some people get shortcut. My thing is sometimes you better be glad that I'm asking you questions back. Most people just make the conversation about them and just keep it pushing, and it's like that's very rude and like obnoxious because you should also ask about the other person and how they're doing. But I've also taught myself too, but it's okay to be rude to somebody that you don't want to talk to, especially when you have a bad vibe. That's what kills me the most is when you have a bad vibe with somebody and the connection you just get a weird sense, like a weird vibe. Like it's best just to say, you know what, I'm good. I truly am. So it's just best for me not to worry about it. Just being honest. Because it is what it is. The past is, but like I said, don't nobody know who the fuck this DeAndre is. And that's cool. Because you don't. You ain't. You will not. You shall not. Because I chose you not to. I chose not to let you know. Because if you really want to know, you would have been on all these podcasts listening, especially when you heard the first couple of, I don't even know how many podcasts I dated on Anchor, which I'm really ticked off about Anchor because Anchor should have just gave me my money and stopped playing with me. But you know what? That's cool, though. That is Gucci. Because I strived every day with Anchor, and that's where really my downfall came from, was that. But that's another podcast if y'all would like to hear about that. But Anchor is another podcast. Maybe other people can do better than me on it. I don't know. But Anchor is another podcast platform. If anybody would like to try it, it's Anchor app. Just go ahead and try it. It's purple and yellow. Do what you do. But yeah. So I just want people to know that, like, that's not my personality. Like, my personality is not to flirt and feel like make guys feel uncomfortable, like, or just having a genuine conversation, normal people conversation stuff. Like, I'm not asking you for your penis size or anything like that. I'm not exposing myself in front of you or anything like that. So, yeah, that tells you a lot that I'm not like, I don't like you. So, even though I wouldn't do that to somebody that I like, that's just weird. I don't even know why I said that, John. That was just totally weird. But anyway, so, yeah. That was really fucking weird. What the fuck would it... Oh, never mind. There are people that would do that nearby. But anywho, so, yeah, I'm just like, I'm Gucci. I just want people to understand that I'm a cool person. And it's like, and I truly do want friendships. And it's like, why is it that when I talk, when I speak, people get offended by it? People are like, I don't get it. I have 1,000,001 tones. Is that what it is? Like, my voice can come from this, like, mellow chick to this valley chick to, I don't know. What is it? I don't get it. I truly don't understand it. I don't. But when people have a conversation with me, they're like, girl, yeah, you cool, you. And I just be looking at people like, and I understand some people be like, well, does she think I really truly mean that? No, I really truly don't think you think I'm cool, because at the end of the day, it's like, I have to really look deep into you to even think that you think that I'm cool. Because somebody can say you cool and make you like the fool. So I'm Gucci. I am so Gucci, because I will not be part of your toolbox. I'm done. Like, just let me be. Let me be. Let me be that tool. Like, I'm the tool that Mandy don't even put in the toolbox. Our Bob. I have my own space. It's just being honest. Like, I truly have my own space. They'd be like, we need the DD tool. That girl ain't no tool. She a whole gadget out here. Y'all trying to call her a tool. She a whole gadget. She ain't no tool. The fuck? Let me stop. Anyway. I'm really rambling. Sound like my mama just doing it rambling shit. But anyway, so yeah. I just really just want people to understand, like, a genuine conversation is a genuine conversation. I'm not trying to take it no deeper than that. Now, I'm a jokey person too. I'm a jokey person. I like to make jokes. Once again, I'm a very protective person. You ain't gonna speak upon anything that I got going on. I don't care how you feel about it. Not your business, not your life. Don't you have a whole life to pay attention to? Yourself? Don't look at mine. Just glance over it, observe a little bit of it, and go on about your business. That's how we should do people's lives. You shouldn't even be unless it's not, if it's not on TV, you shouldn't be entertained by it. That's what TV is for, entertainment, not people's lives. Like, life. Like, I get that we have real life wives or housewives or whatever the case may be. Whatever. I don't even know what's out there anymore. But yeah. So, it's like, whatever you choose to watch it on the television, Telemundo, whatever, just watch that, the little box, the little flat piece of paper now that you got on your wall, a little plasma sheet that you got on your wall now. Watch that. That's what you got it. That's what you bought it for. That's what you subscribe to. That's what you buy your Wi-Fi for. I mean, that's what you did all that for. So why waste your money on it if you're going to be more entertained by people's lives? You're wasting money. You are the reason why certain things just randomly boost up for no reason. Truly. You have to look at it like that. Like, sales boost up, marketing boosts up with Netflix, Hulu. I met Zeus. That's who else. Zeus. Like, bullshit entertainment. And then you boost up bullshit situations for people in their real lives. Drama. Separation. Misunderstanding. Confusion. A lot of BS. And it's like, okay, so why do you choose? Why you have a TV? Why do you even have a phone? So, if I want entertainment, that's entertainment. And that's what people should realize. If you want entertainment, do that part. But when it comes to real life, I take real life situations real life. And like I said, the connection thing, if you come to me about a situation, especially like a relationship, I'm going to like be there to hear you out or whatever. But at the end of the day, there's nothing else. It's just, I'm just there to hear it and just help you out, because that's sad to me. It's like, ooh, you in depression phase. Yeah, you gotta get out of that. And I don't mean in a sarcastic way. Like, I really mean that you need to get out that. Like, that's not being funny, because that's unhealthy. Because I don't like when people mope and lie about moping. People like to, like, be tough, like how I do sometimes. Be tough about a defeating sadness, but in reality you're sad, and you just have to release that sadness and just acknowledge it. Because if you don't acknowledge the sadness gonna grow bigger and bigger, and then you're gonna lash out more and more for nonsense and negativity, and things are gonna happen, downfalls, and it's like you don't need that in life, when you should just be like, you know what, it is what it is. I don't like the fact it happened, but you know what? I gotta start making some different moves or something. Like, you can't just let it eat you up. You can't let it deteriorate you. Like, just please don't let it do that, because it's not healthy at all. Because everybody deserves to glow, shine, be them, be the true star that they are, no matter what situation they're in. Because if you don't allow yourself to be you, there's a lot of these situations that could happen to you to make you feel uncomfortable about being in you. So it's like, yeah, I'm not saying in that terms. I'm saying like your soul being inside you. Like, sometimes you just be sitting there wishing you was in somebody else's shoes. No. Go ahead and buy you a brand new pair of shoes and continue your journey. That's the only way you're going to feel better about yourself. Because you got to do self-love and self-care. It's the only way. Just like when people say, I forgot the saying that quick. But anyway, so the best thing to do is just to acknowledge it. It's the best thing to do is just acknowledge it. And I'm not even going to put digested in there, because you're already doing that if you find yourself moping about it or being tough about a situation. You have to turn that around and just be like, you know what? I'm not tough on this part. That part, I can't change for nobody. I can't blame it on nobody. I can't shame myself for it, because I allowed it to happen. I did it. It is what it is. Because if you say it is what it is, you have to accept that. You're accepting it. Because I don't like when people are like, I don't like people that say it is what it is. Those are scary people. No, it is what it is. It's actually a safe phrase to tell yourself that it's okay to accept that, because it happened. Like, it is what it is, because you did that. Like, dead serious. It's a wake-up call. Like, yeah, you did that part. So you damn right it is what it is, because you did it. Straight like that. If you can't tell yourself that, ain't no need for you even to, like, mope about it. Move on. Don't even act upon it. Just move on. That's the rejection part. So if you want to reject it, you can just move on. And then later on it hit you. Then you got to deal with it. Because it could mess up something good for you. That's what I was trying to tell homie at work. Like, your face tells a whole different story. A whole different story. Your face has sadness written all over it. I don't even like when people be, oh yeah, I'm free from this person, da da da. Nah, you saying all that now. Just like people be, oh, well, girls can get over. Well, that's because we face our emotions. And then guys don't face it. They just go on and do what they want to do. Party hard, let's get wasted. And then all of a sudden, when reality smack the fuck out of them, it's too late. That's what I be talking about. Don't let reality smack the fuck out of you. Smack the fuck out of reality. Go wake reality up real quick. Not allowing it to wake you up. Allow yourself to wake up reality. That's where you find yourself in the fucked up part, when you allow reality to wake you up. Because then when you look back, it's like, damn, you fucked up even worse. The person was right about you. You don't let somebody else be right about you. You be right about yourself. Because you believe in yourself. The hell? Oh, like I had to get out of that myself. Like, falling into the, like, people blaming me for stuff, and then I go and do it. But that's after you done blame me, because I didn't do it at first. Truly didn't. Until the end, you kept blaming me, kept taunting me, kept talking about it, or whatever the case may be, kept messing with my anxiety, and all of a sudden I fed into my anxiety, and it happened. It's like, bullshit, I can't believe you did this. Then there goes the shame. Can't do it. And all of a sudden, reality smacks the fuck out of you, and you be like, dang, this whole time I was actually talking about myself. Checkmate. That's why you have to be careful in what you do, what you say. You have to absorb your surroundings and yourself and be like, wait a minute, this ain't adding up. This is not what I was trying to do. Or this is not what I was wanting to do. And this ain't no trying. This is not what I want to do, and this is not what I need to do. This ain't me. That's why you have to reflect and then reconnect with yourself, because ain't no way. Just ain't no way. And you can't say, oh, are you too old to be? No, age is really not a thing, because truly, emotions don't have an age. Emotions and moods do not have an age. The only way it can, unless you get hypnotized. That's it. Some people, oh, well, I know how to control my emotions. Yeah, you know how to control them. But holding them, you can't hold them. You can control them all day, but you can't hold them. So you gotta release it somehow, some way. Because if you don't, once again, it's gonna come back and bite you. So, it's best for you to realize that now, that you cannot control your emotions. You cannot hold your emotions. You gotta let them shits go for real. Because it will deteriorate you. Especially when it's not a good one. Especially when you know something that you done did. It's not good. You have to face reality. Like, you have to look yourself in the mirror and just be like, this is what it is. Point blank. Hello. What did God say off of Don't Be a Menace to Society or something? Whatever. With the Wayne brothers. Message. Like, for real, you gotta wake up and tell yourself. Message, because you didn't get the message. You continue to do your little pity party, and you still didn't get the message. That's what I be talking about. You need to celebrate when you all the way done. Because when you celebrate and you ain't all the way done, you tend to find yourself in the whirlpool of, like, whys, what's going on, what happened. You gotta get yourself up and face reality. Because, we cannot be going around here taking everything so deeply, and we cannot be having these unconfused emotions continuously to, like, just float in the air, because it's too many confused emotions, and we need to have better control over it. But I understand we gotta let it go, but do it in a more mature way. How about that? Because, baby, emotions and moods don't have an age. They pop up on you. No matter what. Even when you do have control. So, really, this human trait was actually absorbance. Because there was a lot of absorbing that I did today. And it was like, yeah. This one right here, it ain't for the birds. It ain't for the birds. The birds don't even want to chirp about this. They would actually want you to be quiet. It was a lot today. But I'll leave that with y'all because that's a lot to think about. And that's a lot to control, especially when you're wanting people to not mistaking your emotion or mistaking your energy. You gotta have control. You gotta have control on it. You can't hold it back. You cannot hold it back. But you can control it. And the best way to do it is just to absorb yourself and the people and the energy around you. The only way. I'm trying to tell you. But I'll leave that there on the table, on the platform. And if anybody would like to comment, please remember to follow me on Instagram. It is QWND _ DEEDEE, which is QWND _ DD at Instagram. You will find it and you will see the post for tonight. And also the podcast, the link. So, yes, stay tuned. Oh, you can also listen to my podcast is on YouTube. Right now, I'm using Recorder. They do post their podcasts on Spreaker. I'm probably saying this wrong, but it has 2 R's in it. So, it's like SPREAKER. I don't know why I say Kiki, but yeah. SPREAKER. Spreaker. I think I'm saying that right. But yeah, you can find my podcast on there. Queenify _ DD. Of course, that's me. QWND. But yeah, so yeah, you're gonna get more. This is funny because I can't wait what tomorrow brings. Because, like I said, acknowledge those emotions and do not let them get the best of you. And remember, at all times, your energy is for you. Nobody can take your energy. That's only if you allow it. And you allow anybody to absorb your energy. With that being said, I'll leave that with you. And you guys have a good one. A good night. Peace and love. And your girl is out.